So, episode 4 of Don't Nod Entertainment's Life is Strange has been out for about 2 weeks now, and if you're like me, it left you emotionally devastated and fretting over the long wait for the final episode. In the conclusion to episode 4, Max and Chloe are lured to Chloe's junkyard hideout. The culprit behind Rachel Amber's death/disappearance and the spate of drugged abductions in the area sedates Max, thus blocking her rewind ability, and shoots Chloe in the head. In a shocking twist that most of us weren't expecting, despite it being very subtly foreshadowed throughout the previous episodes, the primary villain of the game is not, in fact, the violently unstable Nathan Prescott, but Mr. Jefferson, the cool teacher who you previously trusted. In the teaser for episode 5, Max, presumably, has been brought to Mr. Jefferson's dark room, where she may face the same depraved fate as Kate Marsh or Rachel Amber. Many YouTubers, including the Fantastic Geek Remix channel, which has avidly played and analyzed the series since it began, have offered theories on how Max will escape Mr. Jefferson's clutches and hopefully save Chloe, and which recurring characters will factor into the finale. I thought I'd present my own theory on how Max will be saved, with more of a mechanical focus than other YouTubers' character-oriented theories. Max's rewind ability technically allows her to teleport. When she reverses time around herself, her spatial position does not change. As such, once she finishes a rewind, it would look to an observer as if she moved instantaneously from one spot to another. This relocation aspect of Max's power is employed in a major puzzle in episode 3. While searching for clues about Rachel Amber, Max and Chloe break into Principal Wells's office using an improvised pipe bomb, which sets off the security alarm. But now that Max is inside the office, she can rewind time to before they set off the pipe bomb, then quietly unlock the door, thus avoiding a security alert. I think that the fact of Max staying in place while rewinding time may be the key to her getting away from Mr. Jefferson, and may even override in importance her ability to travel back in time through photographs. When Mr. Jefferson transports Max to the dark room in the Prescott barn, he'd probably load her into the trunk of his car. The drug he dosed her with blocked her rewind ability, but if it wears off enough during the journey for her rewind to return, escape may be fairly simple. If Mr. Jefferson stops his car at traffic lights or an intersection, Max could reverse time so that the car is a good distance back along the road. This also includes the trunk Max is in, so by reversing time she would end up outside the car and on the road, since rewinding time doesn't change her position. Then she could move off the road, get out of sight so Mr. Jefferson doesn't catch her again, and call the police, and these circumstances would actually work to her advantage, as Mr. Jefferson's confusion upon reaching the barn at Max somehow disappearing on him would give the police more time to apprehend him. But how can Max rescue Chloe? Max can travel through time by focusing on photographs, so the selfie Warren took with Max some time before Chloe's murder would provide a portal for Max to travel back and avert the murder. But the drawback of the focus technique is disorientation. When Max alters a timeline, she retains her memories of the previous timeline, but, of course, no memories of the new timeline between the altered point and the present. The difference between the Warren selfie and the present would only be a few hours, rather than 5 years in the case of the childhood photo, but still, if Max used the selfie to warn Chloe and save her, she'd still have no idea of where she'd end up or the new variables to react to. No, I think her basic rewind ability will save the day. Her ability is shown to be growing more powerful across the series. In episode 2, Max faints from overexerting her power, but at the end of the episode, she literally stops time, and in episode 3, she discovers her focus ability. Rewinding too far gives her terrible headaches, but theoretically, if she used a pattern of rewinding, resting a little bit to recover, and repeat, she could possibly rewind or travel hours into the past without a photo. That way, after escaping from Mr. Jefferson, Max could rendezvous with Chloe in the past and warn her, averting her death with no disorientation, and even, with their foreknowledge, allow them to catch Mr. Jefferson off guard at the junkyard. Of course, this is my ideal solution, and it doesn't address the oncoming tornado, and I am sure that the developers will come up with a resolution far more intricate and confronting. I hope you enjoyed my theory. Thanks for watching. Cheers.